Hi, this is a very quick video just to talk about a couple of words that I know many of, well, my students get a little bit unsure about. So we're going to look at suggest and propose. So suggest is a B1 to B2 level word. It's got several meanings, and on the next two slides, I'm going to look at the two most common meanings for this verb. So the most common meaning is that suggest, oh God, it's fucking awful. Right. Hi, in this video I'm going to talk you through two easily confused words that my students often are unsure about. We're going to look at suggest and propose. Suggest is a B1 to B2 level word, and it has got several meanings. I'm going to look at two of the most common meanings in this PowerPoint, and on this slide I'm going to talk about the most common. So the most common meaning for suggest is to mention an idea, a plan or an action to other people. This is the B1 level meaning. Suggest, we can have a clause after it, we can have that after it, we could have a WH question word or an ing all after the verb suggest. So here are some examples of that language. This one, I suggest that you take the train at 8 o'clock. So here we can see that it's possible to have that, you don't have to, or you can have a clause after suggest. Here's one with an ing form. I suggest taking the train at 8 o'clock. And finally, here's a sentence, or it's a question really, with a WH word. Can you suggest which train would be best for me? So all of these are okay. And it's really important, by the way, when you're learning vocabulary, to know how it fits with other words. Alright, so on to the second meaning for suggest. It can also mean to express an idea or feeling without giving proof or evidence. And this is a slightly more advanced meaning, and it's very similar to the word imply. And here we can have that or a clause after suggest. So there's one example. Are you suggesting I need to lose weight? You can see that this is it's more similar to somebody's kind of implying something, but they're not really saying anything directly. So perhaps the person before this question said something like, wow, your clothes are a little bit tight there. Or, wow, have you been eating lots of biscuits recently? So it's more, it's less concrete than the first meaning. Here's another one. The evidence seems to suggest that he's guilty. So here we've got it followed by that. And another example. The data suggests that people don't do enough exercise. And the final thing I'm going to tell you about suggest is the stress unusually is on the second syllable. So this word is suggest. Let's look at propose. So propose, interestingly, is actually a B2 level word according to the Cambridge Dictionary. It's got more than one meaning, but I'm only going to look at the most common meaning today. And in this common meaning, propose means to offer a plan or an action for people to consider. Now, I think the problem for students is that this meaning is very, very, very similar to the first meaning I told you for suggest. So it's a synonym, right? But the difference is that propose is more formal than suggest, and we don't use it so much in everyday language. We can follow propose with an ing or a noun or that. Here are some examples. I propose dealing with the manager directly. There's my ing form. They have proposed a wage increase for all staff. There's a noun. And he proposed that we should delay the meeting. So here we've got a that. So you can see that these sentences have got a much more formal register than the sentences for suggest. So for you, when you're speaking English, it would be really helpful for you to remember the register difference. And finally, again, the stress is on the second syllable. It's a bit of a strange word, but the pronunciation here is propose. Hope that helps.